wisdom in the government of India should understand that you do not take a VVIP beyond the height of 25,000 feet. Do you want to kill the VVIP, or do you want to safe transport for the VVIP? Now,
right. So you're pointing out to the nitty-gritties in the chart sheet, sir, and it's a very valid point. Yes, absolutely, and very valid points that you have raised over here, because you're talking about the height.
Exactly what we have
you're
to go
talking
into.
of yes, we have to go into. But sir, my question to you is, going by your professional expertise of representing India abroad, of being a diplomat, sir, how difficult or how easy is the process of extradition? Because here Mr. Singh said that, for sure the government of India must be complimented for bringing in this fugitive back into Indian soil.
Yes.
So I just wanted to understand from you, sir, from your expertise, how difficult or easy is the process of extradition?
Well, to tell a lie for the government is very easy, but to tell the truth on behalf of the government, nobody wants. So a job is very difficult when you are forced to tell certain lies, forced to present papers that are not complete, inadequate, and people are laughing at us in London with the kind of papers they have submitted regarding Vijay Malya's extradition. Now, even the court is laughing and saying, are you really serious about these papers that you are giving? There is no substantial evidence to many things. We just keep allegations after allegations. No wonder they run into thousands of pages. And it is very difficult for people like us to follow up on those cases and try to help the government out. We love to be, as Indians, we work out, we give our time 24/7, and even Mr. Singh knows that when he works for the government, if his boss wakes up at 4 o'clock, he'll have to get up at 2 o'clock, because that's how the thankless job that we do. So notwithstanding that, we are forced to do many things that is not correct also. But looking at it legally and in the correctness of anything, I think we must be correct in our accusations or charge sheets that we do, or put our documentations correctly. We can't go on
so you're saying that the documentation process, the gathering of evidence and presenting it to the investigating authorities, presenting it in a court of law, which can be admissible in a court of law. So all these issues also need to be looked into very closely. But if I could bring in Vineet Goenka at this point in time. Vineet Goenka, words of praise coming in for the government. It is being cited that, it's a big victory for the Modi government. Now, Vineet, the question that one is asking today, while on one hand we have seen that it's been a no-holds-barred attack in this political season, and that is what is expected. Be it Prime Minister Modi firing from all cylinders at the Congress High Command, including the Gandhis. You have Rahul Gandhi, replying back in Hyderabad, a very cryptic response, but then he decided to counter this with the Rafale scam. Having said that, Vineet, somewhere down the line there are other questions also that are coming to the fore about how watertight really the charge sheet is, what are the charges, whether the charges can hold ground in a court of law. So how can you assure the country at this point in time that yes, truth will prevail at last?
Okay. Saurabhji, I've been listening patiently to everybody. And there are 3 parts to my answer, so I'll need some time, maybe around 30-35 seconds. A part, let me tell you, this is the first of its kind of extradition. He's an Italian carrying a British passport, been caught in UAE, and then extradited from UAE to India. Now the extraditions are 3 part again. A, there are treaties. B, there are diplomatical channels which talk about, and the court of law of UAE. So the papers which were submitted, if there was no evidence, if there was no grave charges, I'm sure the court of UAE would not have permitted to extradite. So this man who is come is a fugitive, he is involved, that's clear. A. Now let us wait for another 5 days when the CBI comes out with his interrogation and then files a charge sheet. And Indian laws will decide what the problems are there or what are the charges against him, and the court will decide what is to be done with which. That's the process. So I'd like to congratulate the government, the diplomatic channels, and also the boys from CBI who did a marvelous job which has not been seen in the last 7 decades. Had that been done in the case of Bofors, Kotrochev would not have died natural death. We would have booked him, and we would have also known that Rajiv Gandhi was involved in Bofors. Let us also make one point should not be forgotten.
So clearly, Michel, Vineet, since you brought in, Bofors, Vineet, just a moment, just a moment. Just a moment, Vineet, I'll just come back to you. Let me bring in the Congress on Pallavi Sharma. Okay, I understand you're drawing a parallel to Potroki, you're drawing a parallel to Bofors, you're saying that had the Congress, had the Congress shown political will, at that point in time, you know, the truth would have dawned as far as the Bofors case is concerned also. I get your point, Vineet. Pallavi Sharma, today, when the BJP government is basking in the glory of having been able to bring back, you know, Augusta Middleman back to the country, his extradition has been cited as a big win and a big thumbs up for the Modi government. Questions are being asked about Congress's political will or political intent, and it is also being asked as to whether, you know, this is sending shivers down Congress's spine because it reminds them of Bofors. Though we have heard that Rahul Gandhi has hit back with his Rafale question, Pallavi.
Good evening, Saurav. I'm sure you'll allow me uninterrupted 30 seconds, considering I'm the last on the panel you gave an opportunity to. Mr. Goenka is certainly lacking severely in his research. You see, Modi government is indulging in this cover-up sinister politics of hiding its sinister role in promoting and protecting Augusta Westland and its parent company, Finmeccanica. Let me put down 5 quick facts before you. First, let's begin from where it all started. A global tender circulated. There was a purchase of 12 helicopters. In February 2010, we gave the contract to Augusta Westland. Correct? Media reports started surfacing. In February 2013, we cancelled the deal. And going a step further, it was our government who handed over the investigation to CBI. In fact, in March 2013, our government said, let's set up a JPC and let the truth and whatever discrepancies or whatever questions the opposition has, let them all be sorted out. But it was the BJP who refused, and they said we will not participate in any JPC. Just compare that for 2 seconds, just compare that to the present scenario where right now the opposition, being us, we are pleading with this government to set up a JPC for the Rafale scam, and they are blatantly saying no, we will not set up a JPC. But unlike the BJP, the Congress itself proposed to set up a JPC, and then BJP said no, we will not participate in any JPC.
Right, so you're saying, Pallavi, that you know there is absolutely no, the argument that the BJP is putting forth at this point in time. Yes, so the charge that BJP is leveling against you, that does not hold water.
I'm coming to a very important question.
No, I'm just taking a cue from what you are saying, Pallavi. So you are saying
we blacklisted Augusta Westland and Finmeccanica.
Exactly, I get your point. So you are saying, so when the BJP is questioning your political intent of the Congress, that argument does not hold water.
Listen to me. No, this is not acceptable. No, I'm not taking your question. Please listen to me. 2014, we were the ones we blacklisted.
I have heard you out. I'm asking you your question only, Pallavi. Listen to me first. Pallavi, just listen to me. I'm just saying that what, BJP is saying that there was lack of political will. There was lack of political will. But you are saying that no, Congress's political will cannot be questioned because Congress had asked for the JPC. The Congress was transparent in its dealing.
Please be patient. That is what I'm answering. Just give me 10 seconds, please. Do not rush through it. We blacklisted Augusta Westland and Finmeccanica. Now I want to ask the BJP spokesperson on your panel and to the Prime Minister of this country, why did you undo the blacklisting of Augusta Westland and Finmeccanica, knowing that there was a CBI investigation pending against them and that they were in violation of the integrity clause of the contract? Why did you undo the blacklisting? And
please
talking about political will, talking about political will,
Vineet Goenka, please respond. Pallavi, let Vineet respond. Vineet, please respond.
The lady has to stop. The kid has to stop.
From Augusta Westland, we brought back 2,900 crores. So
Vineet, please
talk about political will.
Madam, can I answer you? Why are you so worried? You are worried because there was mention of AP and family. You are yelling, shouting, making tantrums
Oh, come on,
because
sir,
you
just
know
answer
for
my
sure
question, sir.
that your
Please don't
bosses
beat around
were
the
involved
bush.
in corruption.
So you're too senior to be beating
Christian will
around
come.
the bush, sir.
Madam, I gave you a courtesy. I'm not
So you're
speaking in
too
between.
senior to be beating around the bush.
Madam, I didn't speak.
Then please answer the question
Madam, don't test my
specifically.
patience.
Why
I
did
can
you
hear
undo
more
the
than you,
blacklisting of Augusta Westland and Fin Mechanica?
Madam, you are a corrupt party. Your people ate money of the taxpayers. You should not show your face to the channels, madam. You
Oh,
should
come on,
actually
sir. Please, you're
feel
too
ashamed
senior
of
to be
yourself.
indulging
All
in
these
personal
decades,
badgering
you
and
looted
beating
money
around
of
the
the
bush.
people.
Please talk on facts.
You are actually, and I'll tell you, everybody comes from
We
Italy.
looted the money,
Kotarji comes
sir.
from Italy.
We gave
Michel comes from Italy. Sonia ji comes from
1,620
Italy.
crores
And they
to
take money of this
Augusta
country.
Westland.
Do you think we are fools
We
here?
gave 1,600.
Do you think we are fools
Sir,
here?
please listen, sir.
Only you are smart that
Sir,
you will take
please
away the money.
listen. We gave
You have no logic.
1,620
You feel little
crores
ashamed
to
about it.
Augusta
You should
Westland.
actually ask the
We
president to
brought back
resign and submit himself to the court.
2,984 crores back to this country, sir. Shame on the BJP who buys an
Karam bhi nahi aati,
affair
Okay,
Right.
so here is a classic case. Here is a classic case.
Buys it for 1,600 crores.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is a classic case where both the Congress and the
BJP
BJP are taking pot shots at each other and are claiming moral high ground. Just a moment, Pallavi, Vinny, just a moment. You know, here is a classic case where both parties are saying that you cannot, you have to look inwards first. Let me bring in Mr. Muthukumar. Mr. Muthukumar,
Please be aware.
Mr. Muthukumar, just a moment, Mr. Muthukumar. Now, while both political parties are claiming high ground, moral high ground, do you feel, you know, let's broaden this debate. Do you feel that this in a way sets the tone for extradition of other fugitives? In fact, the Congress has often accused the BJP of allowing Nirav Modi and Mehul Choksi to flee right under the noses of the Prime Minister.
Rahul Gandhi ji is involved in National Herald case. Sonia ji is involved in National Herald case. Chidambaram, all are worried now. They are exposed and they have been worrying now.
Let Mr. Muthukumar respond, please.
You see, I know the whole issue is like it's been so politicized and so incorrectly. Now, charge sheet after charge sheet or one accusation followed by another. Now, actually, for people like us, the political regime in Delhi sort of makes the work different every time we take up the same case. Like today, we take up the case of Augusta Westland. And tomorrow, post-May 2019, there may be another government, and then we are forced to take another point of view on the same issue. Now, what we see is that everybody is watching us, saying that everybody is taking political shots on this. But long and short, what we have to look at in the Augusta Westland issue is that what is the incorrectness of the whole deal? You see. Now, I have to, again, I reiterate the very issue, notwithstanding what the BJP spokesman says or what Pallavi ji has said.
What is important some breaking inputs coming in, sir. Mr. Muthukumar, just hold on. Just, some breaking inputs coming in where the man who was representing Christian Michel and who was spotted at the Congress headquarters, Mr. Joseph, he has now been expelled from the Youth Congress Party. That's the latest that's coming in. We all flashed his pictures there, and the Congress Party maintains that Joseph did not consult the Congress, and what he did was out of his own volition. Yes, Pallavi, please come in.
Yes, Saurabh, I asked a very specific question that why did BJP undo the blacklisting of Augusta Westland and Fin Mechanica, knowing there was a CBI case pending against them and they were in violation of the integrity clause. My second very specific point that I want to make here is, why is the CBI not investigating the Prime Minister and his government vis-a-vis their claims to exonerating Mr. Christian Michel in exchange of accusing Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji? Christian Michel's lawyer and his sister have come out in the open and made categorical statements to the fact that Christian Michel is being given an offer across the table stating that he will be exonerated of all charges, provided you brave and you put the charges.
And that is something that that is something, Pallavi, that we said at the beginning of the debate as well. We need, and this is a valid concern. This is a valid concern because this is a statement that came in from Christian Michel's lawyer. Just a moment. Christian Michel's lawyer clearly said that, his client, Christian Michel, was being forced to take Sonia Gandhi's name, and in return he was being offered complete exoneration. Now that is a very, very serious charge. Why is the government not